On February 22nd, Jose Ibarra put on a black hat, a hoodie-style jacket, and some black kitchen-style disposable gloves, and he went hunting for females on the University of Georgia's campus. And in his hunt, he encountered 22-year-old Laken Riley on her morning jog. And when Laken Riley refused to be his rape victim, he bashed her skull in with a rock repeatedly. That is what this case is all about. The evidence will show that Laken fought. She fought for her life. She fought for her dignity. And in that fight, she caused this defendant to leave forensic evidence behind. She also marked her killer for the entire world to see. The forensic evidence that he left behind in this fight is his DNA, and only his DNA and Laken's, underneath Laken's right fingernails. He also left behind in a struggle with her over her phone, because the court will hear that she called 911. He left behind his left thumbprint on her iPhone, which was found not far from her body at the crime scene. And it is that forensic evidence alone that would give you enough evidence to find him guilty as charged on the counts in this indictment. But the evidence in this case will come in basically three forms. There'll be forensic evidence, there will be digital evidence, and there will be video evidence. And all three forms of those evidence will point to one person, Jose Ibarra, as the killer of Laken Riley.
I want you guys to hear me when I say this, and I just want to be real. Knowing all the details and everything about this case, just the whole, just breaking this whole thing down, man. Should have been death penalty. Yeah. And I don't regret saying that. I don't feel bad for saying that. I mean that. It should have been death penalty.
With that, Mr. Ibarra, if you will please stand. Count one, malice murder. I sentence you to life without the possibility of parole. Count two will be vacated as a matter of operation of law. Count three, vacated by operation of law. Count four, vacated by operation of law. Count five, life in prison consecutive to count one. Count six, 20 years to serve consecutive to count five. Count seven will merge with count one. Count 8, 12 months consecutive to count 6. Strike that. 12 months, but I don't want it to 6. This just should be consecutive. Count 9, 12 months consecutive. Count 10, 5 years consecutive to count 6. So that would mean the misdemeanors would come after the felonies. That will be the sentence. Mr. Ibarra, I will advise you that you have 30 days from today to seek any post-judgment relief in the form.
But just want to be again real and tell y'all I'm not satisfied. I'm not. Taxpayers shouldn't have to pay for a person to rot in prison. I'm just saying. You know. Now he gets 3 meals a day, a roof over his head. At her parents' tax expense. Total BS, man. I'm not satisfied, man. I'm not. But again, I want to send my love and condolences to the family. And again, I know this brought some kind of peace to many people out there, but you know, there's a lot of people that I know that feel the exact same way I'm feeling. You know. And they ought to be ashamed of themselves. And I call for the death sentence, the death penalty. Whew, I had a little tears trying to pull this up on the screen. Again, we want to send our love and condolences once again. Even though there was some kind of peace bought today. And just as I still want to just send my love and condolences to this family. And we don't wish this on anybody, man. Yeah. Don't wish this on anybody, man.
I don't want to tell you yes or no because I don't have names. I don't know who anybody is. I do know that this is pretty sensitive.
Sorry, I'm a little emotional. This is my first time seeing this clip, so just a little emotional from that. But that beautiful soul should still be here with us, you guys. I'm gonna repeat it again. That beautiful soul should still be here with us. Boy, I was doing good, y'all. Then I seen this clip. I just had to show it to y'all. I don't know if y'all seen this or not. This is my first time seeing it. So today is my first time seeing this clip, so it kind of just hit me off guard, man.
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. A Freudian slip is when you believe something deep in the core of your very being, but maybe it's not politically correct or it's not the right time to say it, and you just say it anyway because what's true just blurts out. It just calls from the deep, right? You can't hide the truth, not for long. And there are some people who may be dealing with their own levels of senility, and Bill Clinton, as he's withering and wasting away in front of us, he doesn't look good, gets dragged out on the campaign trail for Kamala Harris and says something that is true, but is shocking to say, which is that Kamala Harris has people killed, that Kamala Harris's policies slaughtered young American women. Oh, and by the way, he's in the South campaigning, not too far from where Laken Riley was murdered, saying this.
Case in Georgia not very long ago, didn't you? They made an ad about a young woman who'd been killed by an immigrant. Yeah, well, if they'd all been properly vetted, that probably wouldn't have happened. But if they're all properly vetted and that doesn't happen.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I...
There you go. Just put the Trump stinger at the end of it. Just run it. And they did. This is something that you can't hide from. The fact that Joe Biden's policies slaughtered Americans, they killed Americans, and they deserve to be held liable for the deaths of these individuals. I really hope that the Laken Riley family sues Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, Alejandro Mayorkas, and every government official involved in crafting these policies that killed so many and are still killing so many Americans, creating the biggest cleanup problem for the Trump administration, the amount of criminals led into this country. And guess what Democrats were worried about? Well, one, they were worried about, I guess, saying Laken Riley's name correctly here in this clip from the State of the Union.
About him, it's not about me. I'd be a winner, not really. Lincoln Riley, an innocent young woman who was killed by an illegal. That's right. But how many of the thousands of people being killed by illegals? To her parents, I say, my heart goes out to you, having lost children myself. I understand.
So, wait a second. You're saying it's your fault? Again, there are these moments of Freudian slips and senility, and here they are, ladies and gentlemen. That where the deep calls to deep, and you're so, like, it screams out, like, we literally, our policies killed these people, right? What did Democrats do in the aftermath of that? Democrats apologized for Joe Biden saying that she was killed by an illegal.
But during your response to her heckling of you, you used the word illegal when talking about the man who allegedly killed Laken Riley.
An undocumented person. And I shouldn't have used illegal. It's undocumented.
Look at this. Look at these scum.
It's a
Look at these traitors to our nation.
Disgrace.
They're sitting there worried about being offending.
And sorry, y'all, if I'm a little down and my emotions are kind of, again, because I seen some clips that were just hitting the internet pretty big today. And some of the clips I've, we knew about this. We did, our full breakdown and research on it, and but there are still things I've never seen that I seen today on the internet, man. And it had me in tears, We cried tears showing y'all that this last clip we brought up on the screen. Because today was my first time seeing that. Y'all know how I feel about losing loved ones, man, and, this way of life. And why I tell you guys, man, check on your people. Call them, text them, give them a hug for them. You never know what they're going through. You never know what's next. Nothing is promised to any of us. And that's the sad truth. Nothing is promised to any of us, you guys. And we are in some dark times, some corrupt, disgraceful times. That beautiful soul should still be here with us today. The taxpayers are funding this. Oh man, I'm just death penalty, man.
Labeling the criminal alien murderer, Nancy Pelosi. He should have said undocumented. Why did he say illegal? I don't know why you lost. This is why you lost. You lost because you don't give a shit about the American people. The American people could die and bleed out in the streets, and they are. And all you care about is woke ideology, the high church of woke ideology and paying off your friends in Ukraine. That's it. Your own stock portfolios. You bastards. The border's wide open. The streets are filthy and unsafe. The dollar and the national debt have spiraled out of control. You don't care about the country you supposedly lead. And that is why we kicked your ass. Hopefully for the next 50 years. Because you were worried about this murderer of an American. Have you seen anybody on the left say anything about Laken Riley? No, because they actually killed her. Thankfully, Laken Riley's killer will now get some justice, not enough. He's been sentenced to life, found guilty on all 10 counts, life without parole. Is it good enough? I don't think so. They have the death penalty in Georgia, and he should be retried with the death penalty. Justice for Laken Riley, the illegal who killed our beloved Laken Riley, was found guilty. Notice how Donald Trump says the illegal. Of these horrific crimes, although the pain and heartbreak will last forever, hopefully this can bring some peace and closure to the wonderful family who fought for justice and ensure that families don't have to go through what they have. We love you, Laken. Our hearts will always be with you. Time to secure the border, remove these criminals from our country. Nothing like this can happen again. Ladies and gentlemen, the commentary online against the people who apologized to Laken Riley's murderer is really something else. And oh, by the way, this is the district attorney who refused to seek the death penalty charge for Laken Riley's murder. Deborah Gonzalez with the rainbow "We Are Not Going Back" Harris Waltz flag. So I wonder where Deborah Gonzalez should be facing a primary. Just in case you're wondering if the insults have ended, the New York Times, a Venezuelan migrant, AP a man, and WAPO Venezuelan national, none of them saying illegal alien, none of them saying criminal alien gang member. The government failed Laken Riley every step of the way. Her killer was in federal government custody, crossing the border illegally, then released. He was released again as sanctuary city in New York City after an arrest. ICE was never notified. The New York gave him a taxpayer-funded flight to Georgia, according to the partner's testimony. How is that even legal? It is unacceptable at every single level.
Taxpayer-funded flight. That's what really, again, another red flag that really that got my piss hot.
R.I.P. Laken Riley. In a just world, Laken Riley's murderer would be found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt and would be swiftly executed. Life without parole is the next best possible option. I'm going to say it very, very clearly. This administration, current government, aided and is responsible for Laken Riley's death. It is treasonous. He was given a taxpayer-funded flight to Georgia to go rape and kill Laken Riley. They had this animal in custody. And they protected him. And what Democrats did was then they squabbled over Joe Biden calling him an illegal. We can call him a murderer. He was found
Ibarra,
guilty.
Illegal alien accused of killing Laken Riley. Hearing the verdict now. Let's watch.
Count 1, malice murder. I find the defendant guilty. Count 2, felony murder. I find the defendant guilty. Count 3, felony murder. I find the defendant guilty. Count 4, felony murder. I find the defendant guilty. Count 5.
It is time to set things right. Here's what it looks like. The end result of Kamala Harris's policies and Joe Biden's policies. This is what Democrats want for you and your family. Here.
Okay, let's step up here.
Come on, let's go. Come here, all right?
It's not good. I don't want to tell you yes or no because I don't have names. I don't know who anybody is.
Yeah, man. When we first looked at this case, y'all, a while back. We didn't. I did not see this clip. Y'all might have seen it. It might have been on the. I didn't see this clip. You know, so it really, and I'm glad that I got the. You know, it's just raw emotions, man. Should have never. This should have never happened, man. And again, my heart goes out to the family. I send my condolences again, man. You know, and I still get that clip playing in my head when they sent Bill Clinton out there doing the campaign, and he says, and he exposed, you know, the Kamala, the Democrats. He exposed Kamala and Biden. But you know, come on in, it's wide open. Nobody's checking, nothing. Just come on in. And this is why we got that result on November 5th. This is one of the reasons why, man. We got to bring common sense back, man. We got to make America safe again, affordable again, strong again, great again. But let me know how y'all feel about everything. I love y'all. God bless all you beautiful people around the world. And I will catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace and love, y'all.